How's it going, Insomniacs, IWC, YWC, Hell's Organization, doing a live stream, or a live review on Google Hangout at what 4 o'clock in the morning because hey, it's the weekend, just woke up. Anyway, don't judge me. Anyway, I know a lot of people are going to see this live or whatever. This is just more of just getting the video out there. And plus, from what it seems, Google Hangouts, anytime you do a video or a review, it pushes the video up higher on the view list or whatever. Not like, I'm going to push past a lot of people with this Ring of Honor video because let's face it, a lot of people claim to be Ring of Honor fans, but where are the Ring of Honor reviews? See a lot of people on YouTube claiming they're big time Ring of Honor fans, yet they record absolutely positively goose egg Ring of Honor. They don't talk about the shows, they don't talk about the matches, they don't have a story. Anyway, let's get into tonight's or last week. Interesting story, by the way. I was over someone's house and they had Ring of Honor on, not, at a decent time. It was like 2 o'clock in the morning on, I guess what she has. Like she had, Direct TV? I think it's Direct or Dish. It might be Dish. At 2 o'clock in the morning, it was on the local channels like channel Fox 24. So that would be just like local cable, and, whatever. And I don't have Dish. So 2 o'clock in the morning, it might have been one. Was it one? It was either one or two in the morning. I think it was one. I think it was 1 o'clock in the morning. And this episode was on, but I was doing some things that and I didn't really get a chance to watch the full show, but now this week came on and I could give a full decent review of the show. So it was kind of, usually at Ring of Honor they try to jam pack a lot of matches, but tonight or whatever, they just had 2 matches. And the 2 matches were, first off, ACH versus Adam Page. And this was a really good match. Adam Page, that guy really solid in the ring. And there was one point he hit this really awkward suplex. It's like ACH tried to go for a enzuigiri. He blocked it or ducked it. And like he put his arm around ACH's neck in like a weird angle and lifted him up like a pump handle and then suplexed him. That guy's amazing. I'm a big fan of Adam Page, even from like when he was just like, wasn't a decade, was a big fan. ACH, entertaining as always. There was this one point match where he was fighting Page on the outside, knocked him down, and then he ran around the entire ring and jumped on the pole of the post and hit I guess it was supposed to be a kick, but Adam Page kind of blocked it, so he turned it into an enzuigiri. Just cool stuff. The match ends with Adam Page. Before that, Page and ACH were fighting on the top rope. He knocks off Page, ACH, and then he hits the dum-dum stomp, goes for the Midnight Star, aka the 450 splash. Page moves out of the way. ACH rolls through, tries to come at Page. Page hits him with an elbow or something or whatever. They get tangled up, and then while in like a German suplex, so ACH has Adam Page in the German suplex or waist lock. Adam Page grabs the referee, and the referee is distracted by Page holding him, and then he low blows ACH, hits the low blow. 1, 2, 3. Adam Page sneaks a victory, and at the end of the match, Adam Page, he goes to, I guess, mock ACH and ask for a handshake. ACH attacks or just has enough and attack Adam Page. And I guess it's going to lead to another match between ACH and Adam Page at the next pay-per-view. I think was it Best in the World? Hey, Best in the World. It'll probably be at Best in the World. So yeah, pretty good match. And then you get the main event: War Machine versus the Briscoes. I shouldn't have to tell you what kind of match this was. This was a hard-hitting, brutal, smash mouth match. Let's see, points of the match. I don't even want to describe it because this wasn't one of the greatest tag team matches of all time, but it had a lot of cool power spots in here. I do have issue with the ending, kind of, because the match ends with Jay Briscoe hitting the Jay Driller on Hanson. And then Hanson kicks out of that. And then Jay Briscoe hits a series of kicks right to his face. And after the kicks to the face, he hits another Jay Drill. I'm like, look, I understand they're trying to keep this win streak going with Jay Briscoe, but this really did nothing for him because he won a tag team match. And I think it would have been better for maybe one of the War Machine members to pin Mark Briscoe, because maybe it's just me. Jay Briscoe doesn't feel like the World Heavyweight Champion because he's in a lot of tag team matches with his brother, which are entertaining, but he really doesn't put much emphasis on being the World Heavyweight Champion. It kind of feels like to him it's like a secondary belt because they don't really make him feel too important as a champion. That's not a knock against him. That's pretty much how he's been booked. Yeah, he's been booked strong, not getting pinned in 2 years. But there comes a point where, hey, you got to make a decision. Are you a tag team wrestler or are you a World Heavyweight Champion? Because most World Heavyweight Champions don't have a lot of tag team matches. I don't know if that's because they don't want to separate him too much from his brother or whatever. So I guess it's going to be interesting to see at the next pay-per-view when they have Jay Briscoe versus Jay Lethal for all the belts, which way they're going to go. Because if they give Jay Briscoe the television belt also, he's still doing, tag team things like this. I mean, it kind of devalues their belts in a way. But I'm trying to talk about some of the spots in this match. I can't really name them because there were a lot of power spots in here. Let's see, War Machine's tag team stuff, their tag team maneuvers, they're really good. They're really high impact. Really like those. I really can't think of it. I just got finished watching this match. I know it was good. Trying to think. I don't like I said, I don't write anything down anymore because I try to go off just like instinct and just like free flow it. But good match. Let me go to the comment section to see if anybody's saying anything. I'm surprised I got maybe 2 viewers or 3 at this time of night. So what's up, King DW? I went to Super Card of Honor show weekend, one of the funniest wrestling shows I've been to. I hope to go to another Ring of Honor show if they ever come to the Bay again. Oh, okay. I went to Super Card of Honor. Hey, that means you saw Samoa Joe versus Jay Briscoe. You know what, man? I tried to watch that show, but and just see the Samoa Joe. I may still go back and watch it just for the main event. But to me, it was kind of boring. The whole show was kind of boring. Maybe that's just me, and I love Ring of Honor, but that whole entire show, it felt like it lacked something. Like the energy wasn't there. Yeah, I'll probably go back and watch the Samoa Joe versus Jay Briscoe. Man, see, I can whatever. I think I gave up on that show when it was the Liger versus Jay Lethal match. Anyway, I'm not sure you like to say anything else. Oh yeah, next week is going to be, what is it? Kyle O'Reilly challenging Jay Lethal for the Ring of Honor television title. That should be a really good match. Let's see what else other matches. Oh, they had a Ring of Honor hotline stuff where they were talking about which and these are like really easy things they've been putting out, like a toll-free hotline, and like the answer is which Ring of Honor star is upset with their manager. And if you've been, you watch Ring of Honor, you can pretty much tell who the answer is and stuff like that. So on one side, it's about that Burt. It's Jay Lethal and True Martini and Moose and his other 2 managers. And if you've been watching the product, you know that Moose is upset with Beta Scott for being an evil manager, and Moose is, I guess what they're trying to tell us, Moose is a really decent guy, upstanding guy. Well, Beta Scott is more of a scumbag type of manager that's ruining him. Beta Scott, Beta Scott's fucking hot guy. damn. Anyway, still trying to think about the War Machine match, the War Machine versus Briscoe match. Like, oh, I was just so into it. I forgot the spots. All I know it was hard hitting and smash mouth. I think that's pretty much it. I think I can pretty much cut all right here. You know, not too much to really talk about in terms of, you know, a lot of stuff here. It's an hour or two matches, a promo segment, and that's it. I think I'm just gonna cut it off right here. I'm gonna refresh and see if I got any other questions. Gotta watch Stardom. They just you know, released their stuff on Daily Motion, so I gotta watch that match. Nikki Storm versus Io Shirai. I can't wait to watch that match. I just got finished watching Miyoko Satorama versus Chelsea. Now that match, I got a lot to say about that match, and I guess I'll upload that video or start another Google live stream probably at noon or something like that. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and let me refresh to see if anybody has some comments or anything like that. Really, I guess it was different on TV. It was cracking when I was there. The crowd, yes. See, yeah, that's probably what it was, because like I don't know if they had the crowd noise or whatever down, but it felt like the crowd wasn't really even into the matches. That's what it felt like. Maybe some or whatever, but it didn't give off a good vibe on TV. Like the wrestling was solid. Like when I saw on TV, I was like, man, it's some good wrestling, no bad wrestling, but it lacked excitement, and maybe that's something that's lost on you know, TV for sometimes. You know, sometimes shows are better live than they are taped or whatever. Anyway, I guess I should try that theory out. Maybe I should get that Winter Warriors tour that I went to at Ring of Honor in Atlanta and see if it's still as exciting as it was live as it would be watching it on a DVD. I should try that out. Anyway, I'm gonna get out of here. You know what? Thank you guys for these two, one, because I don't know if they count me because I'm watching it too, because, you know, just see if the audio is right or anything like that. So, you know, thank you 2 or 3 guys for, you know, coming out to the live stream and watching it with me, or just watching this video. Just so thank you guys, and I'll catch you guys later.